The Perma-Brew got a small but pretty significant change. Basically, huge price reduction, 60k in medium mode to 48k, but in exchange, it lost the range that it got in a previous update a while back. So I guess in other words, if you compare this to how the Perma-Brew was like, I don't know, 8 updates ago, then pretty much got a massive price cut, no strings attached, and we're gonna use the power of tack shooters to see if we can pull off like a Perma-Brew strategy on this map. Should be easier to save up for, which is usually the hardest part about using Perma-Brew in the first place. How to get to there, because usually once you get that giant-ass upgrade, it's like an auto-win, right? Let's upgrade attack this round to see if 101 can handle round 7. And indeed, looks like I can. I guess we'll just straight up upgrade it until, I don't know, maybe 202. And then from there, try to save for Gwen. And indeed, we can save for Gwen after this round. We'll put her right below the tack. I don't want to put her here just because these are better tack spots, because as you can kind of see with the first tack, it's kind of like overlapping the track due to the 3D-ness of this game. So that means for mob class Bloons, I think the tack will pretty much use up all of its tacks, even the one shooting on the bottom. Anyways, this certainly feels like a throwback strategy, or maybe less throwback strategy, but more of a classic common strategy. Like, I don't know for sure, but if anyone's ever looked up beginner guides on YouTube, I'm sure, like, the first choice, or the first thing you see is probably almost always Alp Buff, Overdrive / Tack Zone, plus Village, plus Embrittlement, etc, etc. Tell me if I'm wrong about that, but you really can't go wrong with that this strategy, because it's so easy to use. You don't have to do any micro, especially since, well, you have tack shooters. We'll see if a double tack star can get through here, but looks like it's pretty sus, especially with only 1 pierce on each tack. Alright, how about a third one then? 002 in the middle round, that's not going to be enough either, it seems. Alright, fine, how about a druid then? Run from it, dread it, but the druid returns once again. I suppose we need some sort of early game bomb power, since, like, tacks don't get their power started until at least you get a 300 out, which obviously can't be afforded this early on. So yeah, why not go for the classic again? No chem popping this round either too. Okay, let's try this. I'll do a cleansing foam, because maybe if I want to, I can turn this into an overclock with my tack zone later. Speaking of which, here's what I have cooked up right now. So my alch is going to be here, and we will eventually get a village up here so that this alch will get more range, so we can alch more stuff in range the P-Brew later. But in terms of saving up, I believe it is 52,000 approximately in hard chimps mode. We'll probably do, yeah, a tack zone build. Here comes the mob, no issue, especially now they've got the overdrive tack combo. It's all it takes. It's kind of funny because for how much I've said how common this strategy is, I personally don't use it at all in chimps mode. In fact, the most you'll probably see me use a tack strategy is like in a boss, because that's where they're at A++, S tier even. But I guess you could say it works so good, it works in many other game modes. We'll do a primary mentoring too, just in case we want to get more tacks for free tier 1s later. And see if we can save it for Tack Zone now. And right here is Exhibit A on just how brain dead this strategy is. Okay, maybe I shouldn't use the term brain dead, but seriously, I don't have to do a damn thing. Not even Gwen abilities, right? It got close there, but all we gotta do is press a single Gwen ability if it looks tight. I'll do it for the surround wave here, beat them up here, and just like that, free save up ever. But now I understand why everybody recommends this strategy for beginners. In fact, if you are starting out in BTD6 yourself, this is probably a decent strategy to follow if you want to, say, beat chimps mode for the first time. Embrittlement 2 for +1 damage before we save Perma-Brew. In fact, I'm gonna go for it right now. I'm gonna do some math through to see when I can afford this $51,000 upgrade. And the answer is round 82. If I don't buy anything else, I can afford this in the middle of round 82, whereas previously, the P-Brew would have cost 64.8k, and that means I only would have been able to afford Tack Zone at the end of 84, so maybe we'll see if we could have saved up for the old P-Brew price, because I think that's pretty important. If you ask me, though, in terms of chimps mode, I'll take the 12k price cut over extra range any day of the week, because I guess as Ninja Kimi mentioned, the range increase, or maybe they didn't mention it, but the range increase is mostly for bossing, I feel like, where you probably want to spam towers, and you're gonna need a lot of range on your Perma-Brew to buff them with, assuming you're not going for a Chinook. Like, when is there ever going to be a case, unless you're doing a spam strategy, like I will be doing soon, but when is it that the extra range is going to be a super duper big deal? Also, this round, I'm just going to go ahead and fire it up, because I guess Tack Zone is getting Fuse Cap right now. This is kind of scary, especially for this part here, hang on. I'm gonna have to drop a cocktail, or nah, no. Save for this round if I need to, but nope, Tack Zone clears. We should think of Brutament too, not just giving +1 damage to orbs and any balloon really, but also Ice Shards is great group PP. PP standing for bomb power. Hey, I could even get a Super Brittle right now, but of course that's not the point. We'll use another Gwen 10 here. I also really don't want to use any abilities here, because I think I might need them for the start of 81. Damn, it's crazy how quickly that ZMG melted. It shouldn't be surprising, but yeah. It definitely gets tougher here, though. Like, because Cerams are, I feel like, almost assuredly gonna sneak through. See? Hang on. It's being obscured by the BFEs, but you see they're kind of sneaking through there. Luckily, the Druid is still coming in clutch. I'm especially worried for the Fortifieds this round. Do we have to actually pop some of them to afford it? Or what? We're gonna leak more there? Crap. It's funny because of how much HP the Super Supremacists have. Not even Gwen 10 has damage to save us there. Okay, but this is bad. This calls for Gwen 3 immediately. But there's no way. With double HP on Fortifieds, if I don't freeze them, it's game over. And you see, I can't afford it now, but again, I just want to see, without the buff, would this round even be doable? Because I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty bleak. Now, it probably makes sense to add at least some semblance of a glue gun here, so, a 0-1-1. They only cost like $200 because, well, free tier 1s. But we need something to control the Cerams. And I probably need more than just a, what do you call it? 0-1-1. Because, yeah, that's still not even close. Alright, how about an 0-2-1 then? Frankly, I think we're just gonna end up playing a dangerous game of, continuously buying more and more upgrades until maybe the Perma-Brew is no longer in affordable range before we die. So I'll just say with 80% certainty, it would have been much harder to have gotten P-Brew off in this run. Now, this is a non-autosave. First off, it takes a while for the Brew to land on the Tack Zone, and during that time, things leak. What can I do here? How about we'll save Gwen level 3, because Gwen 10 just shows the other part. We finally got it. I think we die there. Yeah, I am humming so hard right now. Here's what I'll do. I know it's this FBFE that's the killer, so I need to find a way to not use Gwen 10 for these Cerams here. But the Druid is so close. Let's at least try the following. Again, with free tier 1s, maybe this will make a difference. Only 280 for a 101 tack. It might just be enough damage and not enough money that it's a difference maker, right? There's one balloon left. And the Druid is gonna clutch it. Epic. But now level 3, come on. I trolled. Okay, one last try here before we fully wave it in. I'm gonna use level 10 now. Okay, so that we actually get the extra damage in. Cocktail now as well. If it doesn't work though, it doesn't work. And it looks like I'm going to leak on that left side. Okay, so I've done this before in terms of strolling with a save up, and the best course of action in these cases is wait to buy the breakpoint upgrade around 84, because that's easier than 82. There's no fortifieds on 84. So therefore, if I just spend a little bit of money now to beat the round, like for example, ouch, that's a lot of money, but a Morph Glue, and an Overdrive, this should still make the Perma-Brew affordable on 84. At least, hopefully. Let me just see. I'll use a cocktail here, even though, oh god, that still leaks, you gotta be kidding me. Even with a Morph Glue. Dear god, do we have to buy a Relentless Glue then? It's huge, because it stuns the Cerams, so I think those Fortifieds will stay in place. Come on, come on. This run is looking much better. Should be good now. Yep. Clean. Relentless Glue does everything. And that's why it just keeps getting nerfed. It's now like over $1,000 more expensive. But yeah, moral of the story here. Always math it out so that you afford your big boy upgrade on about this round, or 85 even. Because we can buy it right now with ease. But of course, I'm gonna see, I guess, again, if we could have made it an extra $8,000 from here. The biggest issue is the fact that money gets hella reduced starting around 86, so it probably takes till like around 89. And I don't know if we got 89 rounds in us. We actually do have 89 rounds in us. All right. Well, turns out, like, Perma-Brew would have made pretty much zero difference this run, aside from having an extra 12k to work with late game, because we could have bought it right now. And it took a long time, but I guess now the fun really begins, where we fill in every available spot around the Perma-Brew with an overdrive, because it is far and away the best synergy, like, to add to Perma-Brew. We'll make extra sure to use nudge mode here so that we can fit as many attacks as possible, because if you mess up, you won't be able to put two, like, tacks. You won't be able to put, like, two tacks on top of each other. See, there is space here. It's not really that good of a spot, but, I mean, I'm gonna use it up anyways, because what else would I have used up the space for? Like that. And another one over here. Sadly, the next tax I have to drop will be out of range of the Camo Village, but this might be okay, because, like, I know I mentioned I got this cleansing foam here earlier that I could turn to overclock, but it could also just stay at 030, so I can decamo, and thus these tags can hit a little bit earlier. Although I do know that we do have an embrittlement to decamo already. Having an extra one is a-okay. As you have probably noticed by now, we have not used a single ability, nor a single micro change to beat any of these rounds. You just keep on spamming them, I'm telling ya. And these FZMGs even won't stand a chance. I'm excited to see 98, because now every single attack here has, like, what? You got 1 Pierce extra on the PM entering, 3 Pierce extra on P-Brew, +1, I think, on Heated Up as well. So just like that, you have, like, quintupled, sextupled the amount of Pierce that each individual attack has. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and fast forward through that, fast forward this, and hell, save 20k here, because why the hell not? This badge should pop in no time, yeah. It went through 20% of the HP within 1 second, aka 1 damage phase. Now, this was too easy, so let's see how much further this strat would have made it. Because if it can melt through that, surely it can melt through free play as well. Although, actually, hold on. Nope, it finally got Pierce capped right about now, but hang on. I just have enough money to buy a Super Brittle, so I really just want to get that at minimum, so that we can see, well, even more damage come to play here. Have you seen the difference just from buying it? Now these tanks have gone from doing, what is it, 3 damage with P-Brew, +1 with Gwendolyn, to 4, 5 with Embrittlement, up to 9. In fact, I can even do, well, another 410 here. Because remember, they stack. Sadly, just won't be in range of the village, but that's okay. At this point, I can even just go for the primary expertise, although I should have gotten it earlier if I was going to get it, since I would have saved a lot of money on the tier 2 upgrades, but this would give even more Pierce. I think only from +1 to +3 though, right? So not that significant, but I'm kind of running out of space to add more tax here. Like, on that note, do I even want to get more tax? Like, surely, with this much money, filling in the space with a more expensive tower is better than just the remaining, like, 3 attacks I can place here, if you know what I mean. I'm not gonna lie, though, I think I'm drawing a blank here as for what else would be good. Oh, we're finally getting overrun. Maybe the Pierce would have been good here, but no, we can still hold on. Perhaps an overclock would be a good idea, yeah. I'm gonna just get that, so their strongest attack can actually do some more damage. We should be able to melt through scaled BEDs at this point too, right? Please. I'd love for this to keep holding on, and indeed, it can keep holding on, although I still gotta use a level 10 ability just for one single Ceram there. But there it is, 120 rounds and counting. I want to see if I can even go for an Ultra Boost. It's not too far out of the realm of possibility, right? Bad news here, this round is really, really, really grouped, so... oh no, there's nothing I can do here. Too fast. Well, rip the Ultra Boost stream. Maybe the expertise will make a difference with the Pierce and the Trebuchet attack. Much closer. Fine, we'll just keep going till it works. Come on, there we go. Got that lane, and don't got this lane. Okay, how about with Super Glue and expertise? Doesn't necessarily help against the balloon insides, or actually, wow, it does. Alright then, I guess Super Glue, now that I remember, it does have extra Pierce, so it makes sense. I knew in the end all we needed was some stall. Now this absolutely kills us around 140, but if we make it there, that will, I think, already be enough of a success. Man, we are getting so deep into the run that we've reached the point where it probably would have been better for old Perma-Brew to exist, to have more range. Because that would be better than the extra 12k that we have right now. Or would it really? Because I feel like you can't really place any more attacks on the right side. It actually only affects maybe 3 more attacks, I would guess. But yeah, still. Also, if I can afford it, I am 2k short of Called Arms. That's probably my best bet in terms of beating 140. To get extra existing damage on the attacks, and... Holy crap. I cannot believe they're getting through. DZs are getting through my defense here. Actually, I know why. Super Glue doesn't shoot fast enough. Let's do the following then. Frick it. We're going to overclock the Super Glue, so that gains the attack speed. Because that seems to be what's most important, but I don't think it lasts the entire wave, so this is GG, I think. Soon, the overclock buff will run out, and I have nothing to clean up. Yep, right about now, we lose overclock, and that's game. Damn, sucks to see that we couldn't even make it to 140, but still, a valiant effort to get that deep on this map in the first place. Last try. But they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. And I lost overclock stack again on Super Glue. And wait, what? I didn't die? Okay, there must be some mysterious juju going on where every time I say last try, I end up winning the run. Okay, I got called arms, but is it going to be up for 140? Why, yes, it will be. So, okay, final shot to see what we got. Can we do however much damage or however much HP this thing has? Gotta use Gwen 10 early for the +1 damage. That's 20%. That's 40. Yep, it's too slow. Wait, it's gonna pop though. Ain't no way. Oh my god. Could you get any closer than that? Seriously. Is there anything we can do to snipe the B80? Yes, we can. But I think it's too far back. We don't have any knockback. We will officially call it here. This was so much closer than I thought though to being 140. But GG. Let me know your thoughts on this epic Perma-Brew change, and that's all for today.